Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I called to tell you if you knew that you were called a liar from the pits of hell.
What?
I said it. I called to tell you that someone called you a liar from the pits of hell.
Who called me a liar?
Hey, remember I called that lady out? Obviously, I didn't tell her your name, but I just told her. I said, my best friend told me you said all these things, whatever. And she was like, hi, good morning. I want to let you know your best friend is a liar from the pits of hell.
I'm not lying. If I could play what she says on the phone, I would.
She said,
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing if she wants to talk about whatever, but to put you down and stuff, that's just another story to me. I'm sensitive towards you. You know what I mean? So like, maybe I.
You know I believe you, right? You don't have to explain. I believe you.
Oh, okay. You already know me. I get. You're like a sensitive subject on me. So like, yeah, anything you say negative about you.
She goes, I'm sorry to tell you, your best friend is a liar from the pits of hell. She was like, I just got back from up. She said, I just got back from up north with my grandbabies, and I haven't been on the internet. It was awesome, but I should be back. Anyway, anyway.
Yes, she has. She went on there to talk about how you got transferred, and she's going to go on there and get it from you, and get the info from you and all this shit. And just before that, she was on there talking crap with, I don't know what girl it is. She's married to your cousin or something, and she's supposed to go to some, like, barbecue thing or something a long time ago, but she didn't go because she had something else to do or something, so she never met you in person. I don't know who it is. And I never watched any of the, like...
I don't know what that person was talking about, and I don't know anything about going to meet no family at no barbecue, ever.
Yeah. I mean, if I could play all these without it, like, cutting us off or doing something wrong, I would. And show you what she says. You know, but what were you going to say? I cut you off. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I believe you. Don't have to explain it. And then she says...
No, I'm telling the truth.
Anyway,
like, I really am.
I believe you, lady. Anyway, she says, I had to re-add you on here again. I guess you deleted me. Weird. So I was thinking you think I have some kind of motive. That shocked me. If I feel that way, I kind of get it. But if you feel that way, I kind of get it. I've always told you that I've seen in you caring about my parents. Always kind, but made it bigger than it was. You have never been a focal point on YouTube of mine. With me, anyways. I'm not lying either. And I don't follow what's been going on. I'm too busy doing real life. But after I found out you moved, I messaged you. I said something, and people said you were suing the other prisons. I have no clue, but their paperwork people have done lives. So that's all I know. Sorry you feel this way. I hope you're doing well. My dad is in remission. I miss my mom. I would never be over it. Hard to explain. Finally, this summer, I get to travel, and if you remember, I have been on vacation. Well, I'm going to Seattle in June, Missouri in August. I'm so excited. I joined a gym, and I go 3 times a week. For your information, also to be honest, you're an interesting person. If I do have questions, I would ask you straight up. I would not resort to YouTube.
Yeah, she wants to ask you questions. She said to them, if you guys have any questions, I'll ask her and get it from her. And she's like, what you guys don't know is she's watching all of us. And she said, who's ever telling her, stop it.
So I wrote back, and I just said, I told her, I said, I saw the screenshot. I believe my best friend. I know you were talking shit about me. I know you have a motive. I have nothing else to say.
I would not dish it out. That just upsets me because, her motive is, like, in the wrong direction. If she wants to be your friend, you don't talk shit. Just like that fucking Amy Lang. You don't go do things behind someone's back when you're calling them a friend or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
If she had the right motive with it, yeah, if she has the right motive and, like, she's, like, legit, like, being kind, like, of course not everybody's going to be kind all the time, but at least has a positive motive towards it. It's not, like, a positive motive that she has. And I'm definitely telling the truth, and I'm definitely going to look out for you, and I'm definitely, like, 100% going to have your back,
I know.
I don't care what anybody. Yeah, I'm sensitive when it comes to you. And I might have been a little bit more sensitive at the time when you were in Topeka because I was already, like, feeling some type of way of how they were treating you there. But
Okay, so then you ready for the next one?
What?
You ready? Okay, this is for my boyfriend.
Oh, God. You don't even know?
I don't know.
Your stalker? Your new stalker?
He goes, longest weekend ever. Gosh, I just had to write you just in case. I wish you already, Tishalyn. I thought about you all weekend. I'm always here for you, doll. Thank you for putting a smile on my face. Okay.
Oh, my gosh, you got another weirdo like that one guy that always said that he died.
I know. Then he said, been waiting on you.
Nobody normal.
This came in, I guess, Friday night. I guess you don't realize that I can't write back on weekends. But anyway, he goes, been waiting on you. T-shirt. I don't know why he called me T-shirt.
Sure.
It says T-shirt. I'm happy I got to hear from you. When you explain all the baseball stuff to me, I'm watching the Mariners play the Pittsburgh Pirates just for you. We watch movies, and I watch all kinds of stuff while you're away. I would do the same with you. You're not doing it alone. I want you to know I got your back. Sorry. I think he meant back, maybe.
Yeah.
He says, "Don't be scared. I guess he means if you ever need anything, just let me know. Just want to let you know I was thinking about you today. Like I said, I put you as my girlfriend if they ask. Wink, wink. I don't know what to say. Just because you're so strict."
Huh?
It says, "I'm so strict, and you know I'm a good fortune teller." He said, "I'm so strict, and you know I'm a good fortune teller. Hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. I can't wait to hear from you again. Write back soon. Try to find a picture." I don't know what he means. Oh, I guess maybe it's him and his boy, maybe. So try to find a picture of me and the boy. You got this. Remember, I got your back.
You say trying to find a picture when he was a boy?
It says of me and the boy. I mean, maybe he talks like him and his boy, maybe. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. There is a picture of him. I guess it's attached. I see it. Oh, the boy, his dog. It's him and his dog. I was confused. Remember I had said, what kind of dog did you have? And I told him I wanted to be a dog handler, and I guess he's telling me he has a dog. And here's a picture of him and the dog. But you can only see one part of his face, like half of his eyeball, and the nose, and then you can see the whole dog.
He didn't even put his whole face.
It looks like you can't, like on the tablet, the way the pictures are, sometimes on the tablet the pictures come like so big and blown up.
Oh.
Like I'm sure if you printed them, it'll come out right. Hold on, right here. What
does he look like?
I can't see nothing but a green eyeball. Hi, how you doing today? Guess what? We got some Canteen today. I'm wired up. Yeah, I am.
You can't stop. So I called them today, and she says that it said something on the on one of the things about why like phones drop and stuff. That if it goes quiet for a little bit, so don't let it go quiet.
I forgot. I get one of these. Milk. Okay. Great. We got milk today. All right.
Oh, I got up to the bagels, the sesame bagel, and that's all I could put on there because it's $59. I put 3 because I put 3 bagels just to make it closer to 59. Yeah, because you could only I could only do 59.05.
Oh, okay. Let me see where I'll put that out on. Wait a minute.
I got up to.
Hold on. I bet you somebody else sent me one.
Huh?
I bet you somebody else sent me one.
What?
Hold on. Let me tell you why. Let me go look at why I say that. I read the flyer over here. Okay, so, yep, somebody else sent one. Okay, that makes sense. Was it 59 before taxes or after?
Yeah, because the crazy thing is, the other day when I looked at it, it said 100.
That's what it is. It's just 100. Somebody just did one. Somebody had to.
Oh.
Because, I mean, not that I'm complaining that I did. It just...
Wait, they might not have anything on
like
it.
you, it just... I'm like you. It just said 100 too. That's why I'm like, hold up now.
I was confused.
Yeah.
I was so confused because the other day it said 100 and then all of a sudden it said 59. So I need to get to it right away before someone does it because who knows what you're going to get sent.
Well, the thing about it is they start sending hygiene, they rob you. They rob you for the hygiene here. You won't get it. They rob you.
Yeah.
They go in the bags and they steal people's hygiene.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did.
When Joe sent me all them packages before, when I first got here, all my hygiene got robbed and I never got it back.
Oh. Well, I got everything up to, on your list, up to the, and I just put one more bagel, yeah, because there's nothing else that's cheap enough to make it fit.
Oh, that's good. At least I just, that was what I wanted anyway, with coconut powder, the Airheads, Cheetos, and the pork, and those chicken sticks, and the Vaseline, so that's perfect.
Okay, I'm going to do it right now before someone else, tries to do something weird. I was so confused because it said 100, and then all of a sudden it said 59. I could have fit all that in there.
And I'm wondering if I should even take the Vaseline out because I'm scared that might get spilled too.
Well, I mean, we can try it.
Yeah, try it for the first time and see how it goes.
Yeah, because you're gonna, want it.
Well, I got lotion today on Canteen. One of the lotions went through, but it's personal care, vitamin E skin lotion, new and improved formula. So, I mean, if this ends up being a good kind, I don't mind using this because this is vitamin E and A advanced moisturizing. I just didn't know what kind they had on here, you know?
Yeah. Well, what do you want to do?
Yeah, you can take it off. Because I know it's going to get taken. I don't want to even, I know I'll call you and be like, guess what? And you'll be like, witches.
Okay, so take the Vaseline off.
Yeah, I put the sour punch.
That one's $10.35.
Oh, the sour punch is then take a bagel off, one bagel. So how much is that coming down to?
The bagels?
If you took one of the bagels off and the Vaseline off, how much do I have to take off for that?
Oh, okay, let's see. To update. So now we're at $46.75.
So it's still 2 bagels, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you added a sour punch bite?
Yeah. I got the Airheads bite rainbow berry.
They're not in. The sour punch bites. How much are those?
Oh, sour. Okay. Try to zero that out in the quantity spot first. But you're not gonna want those.
What?
The Airhead Extreme Bites.
No. Yeah, you asked me did I want to take off the Vaseline, and I said yes. So I said, can that be replaced with the sour punch bites?
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. I gotta go back. Go back to my thing.
Ooh, we got burgers today.
Sour punch. That can be replaced. You got what?
Hamburgers for dinner.
Oh, you did?
Yep, the real hamburger.
Sweet. You got real chicken too, I saw.
I know. Ooh.
I was like, whoa. You're upgrading over there.
I told you. People didn't believe me when I was telling them in Kansas. I'd be like, look, when I get there and eat again, you're going to think I'm eating at the freaking fancy place compared to Kansas.
Right? I'm so happy. Yeah, I added that. I added the sour punch. So now we're at $53.60. So I could probably do you want to?
Like $2 for us?
What did I say? 40. Yeah. Oh, 53. Yeah. So.
Will it let you add a milk? Will it let you add a milk dud or no?
Milk dud. We had that. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
We got that. So we're at 56, 55. That was only.
I think that's where we're at, right? That's where we're at.
We were at 58. Here, you get 59.05.
Okay, 56. Okay, so $2 more. So you could add like another zinger on there. I love them zingers.
Love the zingers? Okay, so
Yep.
I have to continue to order to do that. Continue to check out. That's how you update how many zingers. Where are you? Okay, so you want 3 of them?
Yeah.
I did this earlier and it deleted it all. I'm like, man. Huh?
It's burger. Good. I didn't even put anything on it.
I bet. You got some real shit. Okay. So now we're at 58.50, so that's probably good.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
somebody did one for $40.
Yep. Man.
I wonder who it was.
I don't know.
Maybe that guy. He could have wrote me.
You haven't heard from Joe yet?
Mm-mm.
Aw. I was hoping he wrote you by now.
Yeah, because I want to make sure he gets his money back. He will, but, you know.
Yeah. I hope that's the right password. Was it? Oh. Email. I think I just put in the wrong password.
You said those people, nobody that ever buy those turbo llamas or whatever, they don't taste like coffee?
No?
They don't?
What does that?
Those turbo llamas or whatever. They don't taste like coffee?
I never had them.
Oh, okay.
I always have been meaning to, but I just never did.
Well, I saw the picture, and I was wondering if they tasted like coffee.
I think so. I think they do. It's just a different, like, texture. What I heard, but I don't know for sure.
Somebody else says something about the texture too, so it's probably true.
Yeah. Come on, what are you doing?
You got French fries?
You have 1 minute left.
Oh my gosh, really? 1 minute left. All right, are you gonna call me back? I know. I'm already midnight. That was quick. Well, call me back. Are you gonna call me back?
They let us go to full time today. They weren't cutting us off at 16.
Yeah, see, maybe it's a Sunday thing. Oh my gosh, I talked to that lady and I was telling her they were lying on both of us. I'll tell you all that too. Are you calling me back? Hello?
The caller has hung up. Select call from
We went to 19 minutes. Hello? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Are you there? I can't hear you.
the caller has hung up. Hello.
said to grieve because I told her about the $30 going to the phone and then you went to go try it. Oh, you did? Okay.
Just now at 2 o'clock, I got it.
Oh, okay, cool. And then I was telling her how it kept hanging up on us yesterday and lying to us, and she laughed how I said it. I was being funny with it because it's all you can do, you know. I was like, yeah, I kept telling us we were lying because she was looking at it, like your phone record and how some of you were on the tablet and then some of you were on the other phone and stuff. I said, yeah, it would only let us go to 16 minutes, and then it would it just went blank on my end, and then all of a sudden you're calling me. And I told her that I hung up while I'm still on the phone. I'm like, that's lying. Lying.
That's funny.
She was laughing so hard how I was telling her. She's like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. And I'm like, yeah, it was really irritating.
Yeah, they probably do that a lot now that I think about it. They probably have all kinds of people being like, what's wrong with my phone calls?
Yeah. I called them. Talked to, what's that lady's name? Not, with property.
Oh, Williams?
Not Williams, the other one.
DeMarco?
DeMarco, yeah. I talked to her. I asked for one of them, and she said, yes, this is DeMarco. And I said, okay, cool. And then I asked her about your property and stuff, and she said that they were waiting on everything that you ordered before sending it. Because they didn't
No!
Yeah, they didn't want to wait for everything and then do it, multiple times. So then she tells me that they're waiting on your dentures.
But I can't get the dentures. They already threw them away.
Oh, well, then what is she talking about?
She probably thinks that they had it because I was freaking out in property about it. And I was like, what am I? So she's probably trying to do, the right thing, you know what I mean? And be like, well, let me try to get her, you know what I mean? She's probably trying to look out. Because they always treated me fair, and I always treat them fair, them too. So probably trying to, look out, let me wait on this, you know what I mean? And And then, but she don't know. She probably, DeMarco wasn't there when I was talking to Hartnett about them. Like, what the hell? They threw it away. So she's probably thinking, no, I'm going to wait on you, you know. Okay, so then this is what I'll do. I'll tell my case managers to call. Hold on. Thank you. I'll tell my case manager, what is this? Kansas Department of Corrections. Hold on. Girl, I can't take my money.
What?
Can you believe it?
No, I can't actually. Yeah. That's kind of shocking. What? So you got all your money?
Yeah, so it's what you just put on there. Okay, Oh,
I just removed everything. Oh my God. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button instead of continue. I hit remove all, and I just removed everything because it was giving me a hard time, and I went back, and I hit remove all, and I just removed everything of what I just put in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to calm down. What are you going to say?
Breathe.
I just removed everything that I just did.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
You want me to wait a few minutes and call you back?
No. I'll do it. Okay. I just forgot what I added on exactly what you told me to.
You had it up to a bagel. Then you took one bagel off, and we took the Vaseline off, and then we made it 3 zingers, and we added a sour patches, and a milk dud.
Sour punch and a milk dud. Okay, I'm just going to write that down, and I'll do it after I talk to you, or I'll talk to you. Okay, took the bagel off, took the Vaseline off, 3 zingers, sour punch, and okay, I got you. I'll do it when I'm done talking to you. Okay, go ahead.
Remember the sour punch is different than the Airhead Bites. Both of those were on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the money you put on there went on there. Okay, then already had $65.93 on there. Okay, at $65.93, but they still took $50 in go-kart tickets, but I didn't get those go-kart tickets, and I sure as hell can't use them, so I don't understand what the hell are they going to do with that. Yeah, $95 to dental they took out. Okay, but listen, all that forced savings check was in there. I had $962 in forced savings. They took all that. And then I still owe, so I still owe, okay, I see what they did.
Did they send you the money that I just put in?
Yeah, I got the money you just put in. Okay, so I got that.
Okay.
Okay, but then I had $60-some plus the money you just put in, right? Okay,
Yeah.
then they minus $50 for go-kart tickets, which again, I'll never see those go-kart tickets, so I don't understand why they didn't just credit that back, but whatever. Okay, so then $60 for go-kart tickets. I'm sorry, $50 for go-kart tickets. Okay, then so then they credited the forced savings, and then the forced savings was turned over to Colorado Department of Corrections. So I told you they were going to take all that.
Wow. All that work to get it to, you know?
But the thing is, where is the money I paid? That whole time.
Right?
No, okay, I got to add this up. Where's the calculator at here? Okay, hold on. All right, so let's say 20, 46, so just say about 50. Let's say about 50 times, okay, 12 months, let's even 18 months. Yeah, that's $900. So where is the $900 they took?
Where does that go?
I don't know. Where is it at?
Oh my
because
gosh.
they took that $900 and that was supposed to be going to, that was supposed to be coming to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every month. Remember? It's a total of about $900. Yeah.
That was in your savings.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And they actually took it? They're fucking scandalous.
Yeah, I got their address. Oh, yeah, you wait till I get some stamps, because I am writing in. They going to figure out where that money went, because that's crazy. That way, if I could get them back on paper, feel like, oh, we don't know. Remember how I sent money to the court that one time, that $100 I sent to the court, remember, and it got lost for months and months and months?
Yeah.
And they were like, that's, and I was like, no, it's not. So I got their address here. It's centralized inmate banking in Topeka, Kansas. When I get my property, yeah, when I get my statement, my full statement, I'm asking for the whole month from when I was there. They're probably going to make me pay for it, which is fine. I'll just have to send them it's probably going to be like $10 or something, but like I'll have to send a check with it from here when they send me all my property. But yeah, they go figure out where the hell that money went, because they were taking that out.
Wow. So then what are they going to do if they...
I'm telling you where it went. They put that money in the Kansas fund. That money is supposed to come to the Colorado fund, not the Kansas fund.
Right.
They have any charges in the state of Kansas, so how would it go into the Kansas fund?
Right. They've already been ripping Colorado off.
Oh, Lord. Okay. That's something I'll put aside, and I'll worry about fixing that. I got that. I got my Social Security thing to write them in Topeka and all that.
Yeah, and the claim.
And then the claims thing, I'll have to get it reprinted because they took mine.
I wonder how I can get that address changed. I wonder if I just call them and tell them.
Yeah.
I might have to I got to figure that out, how to change the address there. You need me to send you another copy of it?
Yeah, if you send another copy, I can write a letter with it and just be like, here's an updated address I would leave. You know what I mean? That way it comes from here.
Okay. I'll send you another copy of that. I think I have it in here somewhere. Or I can just get it from here.
Freaking Hartkin.
They're ridiculous. How can they take that money? They already were. What's so ridiculous is that I was afraid that when you got your other money, that they were going to do the same thing, put it in savings, and you wouldn't have been able to get it for her, you know?
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear. I'm like, I wish that there was some other way to do it without dealing with them, but.
And you know what's crazy is, okay, so this 3 plus the 65 minus, so how much is the check worth? So minus 50, so it's like, what, 310? Okay, So now they're still going to take 20% back out of that when they've already taxed that. When Kansas already took it out. You see what I'm saying?
20%. Yeah, so they're going to take another 20%?
Yeah, because Kansas has got my 20%, so that's 360. So Kansas, I guess. So how much? I don't know how much check it's going to be because it just says check number 32691812. Okay. Anyway, if they took the 20 off of there, that's 260 plus 60 minus 50 for the go-kart tickets. Because all it says is pending that was a go-kart ticket. So let's say that was 300 basically. So then they're going to take 60 back off of it here again.
That's wrong.
Yeah, so basically they're sitting over there with $900 plus dollars.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're holding. One thing I can do is math, and I can tell you right now, I might not be able to do a lot, but I can do math. And this is not,
You're better at math than I am, that's for sure. I mean, I know basics and stuff like that, but when it comes to like 2y plus this, what this, and like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, see, I like all that. I can look at this paper and tell you that it's called embezzling money. They embezzled money. And then I'm going to put on the bottom of my paper, and I'm going to put PS. Could you tell me where my taxes are? The check you guys were supposed to send us the whole time you were taking the wrong percentage of taxes out on us from all of our canteen orders. Please send that to this address as well. That's what I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
That's another couple of hundred.
That's robbery, you know? It's like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's another couple hundred.
Jeez.
Well, if they haven't sent it in like a week, I'm going to have my counselor see if we can call them and be like, look, can you just send her stuff? Forget that order that's coming. Because that's a walking horse order that's coming. So it's like a bra and more of them little underwear, you know? It's bra and underwear. So I'm going to just be like, can you just go ahead and send it and don't worry about that because I need my TV and I need my shoes. And I don't know what in the world.
You're going to have your counselor do it?
I'm going to see if she will. I tried to get her to call her the other day because I knew if she called her the other day and talked to DeMarco or Williams, she'd be
yeah, because she said that they talked to somebody from Colorado.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, good. They're she's cool like that. She's not going to be a butthole or whatever about it. You know?
No, she seems really cool, actually. She explained to me everything. She's like, yeah, we're just waiting on that. And I was like, okay, I'll let her know. And, but I mean, how long are you going to be waiting for? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Just, if they haven't sent it out.
Start over.
If they haven't sent it out in a week, then they just need to send it. And either way you go, they're not letting me have the stuff with Kansas on it anyway. So it's like waiting on it is going to be a waste at this point, you know, and medical is not going to send the dentures out.
Yeah. So what's the point of waiting for that?
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to start over there.
Unless she can pull out a miracle now. If she can pull out some miracle and they go realize what they did about the dentures and that I actually had paid for them, and they have them because they still got what is it called, like the molding or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. They still have that, right? So unless she can pull out some miracle and be like, hey, I think we should get these redone. You know, you guys, she did pay for them. Here's her account statement. Because I was telling them, I was like, oh, because they were just basically trying to say Dimash was trying to say like, oh, I think Kansas did this, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was I paid $95 for that.
You know what I was thinking too? You might want to just do it there. You might have them better. But like, Kansas is ridiculous, and who knows, like, if they even made them good. So you might even have better ones, anyways. There.
I know. I mean, I'm on the list.
You know what I mean?
I'm on the list of these things, which I know how long the list is again. So I mean, if I don't got to wait the list, I mean, sure, I'm glad for that. If, like I said, if the markers will pull off some.
You might have better ones, right?
Yeah.
You might have better ones, though.
I mean, I don't want to wait another 10 months either.
Yeah.
It's like, It's already crazy enough as it is.
It's been forever now. You're right about that. I was just thinking they probably would have better made. Huh?
I thought I got a J. Oh, okay, thank you. I got a JPEG.
You got a JPEG?
Oh, Brandon sent me $10.
You sent you $10?
Yep.
Woo!
Hey, okay.
$10?
All right. Hey. Sorry, that's
$10.
That's funny. I was like, oh, I got a JPEG.
I did write you about that. I know how we're going to handle all that, too. What you're going to need and stuff,
What's up? About what now?
Oh, like, because we're going to take off from when I send this now.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask you, like, we can discuss that over Messenger, but.
Plus, I got this here that you just put on there, too.
Yeah.
Remember that was in Canteen. So, yeah. So, I got plenty.
Okay.
And I'm just going to rebuy everything, because I have to, other than, I should be able to get the TV, and I should be able to have my hair, my blow dryer, my hair straight iron, all that. So all that should be good. I don't think they're letting me keep the shoes, because the shoes are not the same brands of shoes they have here. I can just tell you that right now. I've been asking around, and they're all like, probably not. But they were like, we know you'll fight for it. But,
you fight for your life.
Yeah, but to see, like, when people come here from like the Vista prison, they have different shoes, and they let them keep them here. So that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, hold up now, what's any different?
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
Well, get everything that you need, and then whatever you need after that, I'll send you.
I think that because really all I gotta buy, they're not gonna. I'm sending you all the the stuff that gets here that's opened or whatever. I'm gonna send that to you because there's like a lot of name brand stuff in there, and I mean, hey, either you could use it or give it to somebody who can. You know what I mean? Instead of just throwing it away.
Well, me and you are about the same size.
Yeah.
Me and you are the same size anyway. Same height, same size.
Yeah. So instead of just throwing it away, like there's big bottles of freaking Tresemme in there. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just open. I literally just opened it.
Well, whatever you can have, then send me. And then, are you gonna call me right back?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay. All right. Call me right back.
Okay. Great.
Week.
Yeah, this call because what do you guys think they use these as visitation for visits and stuff?
Oh, okay. That probably works better. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out like when to send it to you next. You know what I mean, and what and all that.
Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, as long as they don't, I don't foresee them. There's no reason I shouldn't get my TV. That's the same TV that I left with, So I don't.
Yeah,
that should be an issue,
Right, you shouldn't have to pay for another one of them. But like clothes.
Yeah, it still has my same number on there. It still has my Colorado number on it, the 197-179, and all they did was like put a line through it and then wrote my KDOC number beside it. So all I gotta do is go back and mark that one out and write my number back on the back, you know.
Yeah, that should be.
So really then, all I'd have to buy is a pair of shoes, like I said, just in case. I know. Here's the thing. Because knowing Darko, she might have like actually called up the medical and been like, "Hey, what's the deal about these dentures?" You know what I mean?
Mhm. I'm sure she did because the sound of it seemed like she was trying to get them. You know.
Yeah.
She seemed really cool, so like she was trying to be on it.
Yeah.
It's actually nice her leaving to talk to somebody that's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say your first person from Kansas. That's nice.
Yeah, I know. It's actually nice when somebody actually helps you. That's the way they should be.
Yeah.
You know? I just want to make sure you get, like, you know, and I don't know when to send it because all that money came to you, too. So you have to let me know.
Yeah, no. I'll be good for another month or so, or even longer. Yeah, so I'm thinking about, like, well, okay, so I'm going to add it up. I need a sweatshirt, foot pants, pants, shorts, shoes.
For that, after everything you paid for.
Huh?
After you use all that money for all that stuff, because you need shower shoes too, don't you?
Yeah, I put those on the next Canteen order, and I found out why I couldn't get a brush.
Why?
The system still had me into the level 1. So, like, most of my stuff got kicked back out, like my comb, side comb, cup. I tried to get cup, a bowl. All that got kicked back out because it still has me in the Canteen system as level 1.
Oh, so you're not basically allowed to have it?
I am now, but like the order went through as level 1. So this order, I didn't know that because when I redid this order, we had to turn it in early because of the holidays, so we had to turn it in last night. Yeah. So if I would have had this today when we turned it last night, I could have re-put it back on there. Because I was going around asking everybody, so they think you don't need to brush your hair to like a level 3 or what? Like,
right? Are you supposed to have some crazy ass hairdo going on?
I guess.
How can you know?
I'm gonna have to ask my friend when I see her, my other friend, be like, "You think you could bring me a comb? Like, what do you got to do to get something to brush your hair?" Because I washed my hair last night, and girl, my hair was crazy everywhere. There was bouncy curls everywhere. I couldn't brush it out to make it straight because I didn't have a comb. I was trying to do it with my hands. And I was like,
right? That's not going to work. Your hand's not going to work.
But it let me get the magic shade. It let that go through on a level 1.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so I can get magic shade, but I can't get a comb? I'm like, what?
That makes sense.
I was like, can you get a cup to drink out of? Because I try to keep my cup all the time, my little orange cup that I got right here. And every time I try to keep it, because people be like, no, you can't keep that cup. And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to drink out of?
Why can't you have a cup?
I'm in the mental health unit, so they can't have these orange cups long periods of time because I've been up here before and I've watched a chick beat the heck out of another chick with a cup. It's a hard cup.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I just see it as you, and I'm like, you're not like that. You know, it's like, why can't you?
No.
But I guess when one person, they can't have it, I guess you can't either.
So they have these tumblers we can buy on there that are just plastic. But I tried to buy that one, but it won't let me because I'm not low yet. So the next time I'll have to put all that back in again. And the thing I hate about that is, you know, I only had 20 lines. So I wasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines that it wouldn't let me get nothing. Like it wouldn't let me get fruit punch. It wouldn't even let me get the freaking decaf coffee on level 1. I couldn't get Nutri-Grain bars. I couldn't get Star Crunch. I couldn't get the comb, the side comb, or tumblers. But it let me get hot cocoa, creamer, candy, popcorn, Buffalo Wild Wing chips, sugar, cocoa butter sticks, horseradish.
Oh, okay. That doesn't even make any sense.
2 Milky Ways, 2 banana bread. They let me get that, though.
Oh. Well, at least you're able to get that, though.
That banana bread was fresh, girl. They brought that shit here fresh. I ate that stuff. I had a banana for breakfast, and I ate it. So, right, I came to my room, and I was like, man, God, I'd love to have another banana, man, because I was thinking about how that banana bread was coming, whatever. I kid you not. 5 minutes later, I walked back out where the tables were, and this girl from the other side came over there, and she was like, does any of y'all want any bananas? We have 5 extra. I said, yep.
You don't have to ask me twice. Shoot, I'm going for that.
So because I had told the girls about it, and they were like, that's crazy, you just prayed for that. I said, I know. And I said, well, I'm on a mission right now with God. He's doing some answering prayers, so let me get to it.
I know. I've actually been feeling good inside, too, with them. You know, it's like, this is, like, awesome.
You know, it's a season you go through, too. You'll be on the high and you'll be on the low. So I'm like, well, while we on this high right now, and God's giving me some stuff, I said, let me keep asking. I was messing around with him. I said, no, I'm going to pray anyway. And I said, he knows I pray to him even when, you know, nothing's going on. Even when I'm in suffering, I'll be praying. But I'm like, well, he's wanting to give me some bananas. I'm going to keep praying. And so, yeah.
I pray for my bananas, and I got it. How was your classes and stuff? Are you almost done with that?
Yeah, we're already done for the day. We're in about, 15 minutes. We had to walk down to town because, you know, they got to do count at 1 o'clock every day. So they do mail and canteen pass out and count and all that. So while we're in our room, it takes like an hour and something. And then we'll be back out by 5. And then we go back outside. And then I tried to go outside earlier, and it was cool. I said, oh, God. I was talking to the one counselor about it because we did art class again, and he was like, draw things that make you happy. He was like, why come every time on all your papers is a beach and the sun? He was like,
that's funny.
He's like, I always put, like, okay, so I always put everything in there. So then I'll, of course, put Harley. And then I'll put, like, family and friends, and then I'll put the sun and the beach, then I'll put a dog, and then I put football, baseball, and a basketball. And then, of course, I put God in the middle with a church and a Bible. That's what I put on all my stuff. So he's like, he's like, I see a theme here. You have all the same stuff. And I was like, that's because that's what I like. I was like, how did you end up in Colorado? I said, don't even ask. I should have never came. Hate it, and I was like, yeah, I got seasonal depression bad, everything. I said, imagine that. Guess what month I got locked up in? He was like, what? I said, pretty much January. And he was like, wow. He said, you probably do got seasonal affective disorder. I said, probably. I said, yeah, I think so too. And then anyway, so we were talking about that or whatever, and he was like, well, how are you doing with the weather here? I said, well, the weather's kind of pissed me off. I said, it's May, and I keep walking outside, and it's cold to me, and everybody's like, it's cold to you? I said, yeah. But to them, they're not, but they're from here, you know what I mean? So I'd be like, no, this is cold. I'm like, I said, in Colorado, though, if it doesn't get above 78, it's cold because there's no humidity here. So you got to think about that, yeah, there's none. Everything's just like a crisp, thin air. Because, if you go watch a Boston baseball game, that's why every time you go watch the game, everybody loves sitting in the outfield because all the balls are coming out there because the air's so thin, the balls are just zooming out there. And, I remember the first time I went and played ball, and I was getting ready to catch a fly ball. And that stuff went way over my head, and I went, what the hell? And the people were looking at me, and I was like, I thought you played ball. I said, well, I've only took a break for a couple of months. I don't know. But the one guy was like, where'd you play ball at? And I was like, on the East Coast. And he's like, that's right, honey. He was like, the air's so thin here. He's like, the balls are going to keep soaring, so play them as a sword. He said, trust me, I used to play ball in Florida. He said, y'all's balls just go and die. I said, yeah, I know. He said, from all that humidity. I said, so I'm used to playing them that way. And he's like, yeah, don't play them like that here. Play them he said, always play them back like they're going to soar over your head. As soon as I did it that way, I was fine. But at first I didn't know what was going on. That sucker just shot by my head. I was like, holy hell up. It was just in the air, But,
yeah, that's crazy. It gets like that. Here it gets humidity.
And when you run out there, girl, you be strolling. Like, you can run a mile, a minute, 2 minutes faster than you can run a mile where you're at, just because the air's so thin.
Dang.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come out there and see it, though. I've never been.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I asked my dad, and he said I was there when I was really little. They went there, but I don't remember it. So, you know,
Yeah,
I don't remember. That doesn't even really count, but.
And you got to think, the prison's right here, like, near everything. Like, I can see the planes taking off. If you go to one window on one side, you can see all the planes taking off on everything. If you go on the other side and you go up high on the top floor, you can see, like, downtown area, whatever. I guess it's downtown. It looks like downtown area. But, anyway, so, like, and you can see the mountains good right there. Where, like,
those are pretty.
When I was in Colorado Springs, you had to drive, like, north a little bit and over a little bit to even see the mountains. Or, like, here, you can see them on all corners. You know, like, we can be, I remember over in the other building looking out, was it the library? I can't remember, where I got lost at that time. And there was, you could see the mountains all out of there. So, like, we're so close to them that it's, like, all that cool, crisp air comes off of them all the time, you know, so.
That's why it feels so cold.
I know, and I'd be
everything's
like,
out there. Frito-Lay is literally 5 minutes. Frito-Lay is like 5 minutes from there. Everything's like right there. I would literally like be right by you. The apartments that I looked is like 20 minutes away. Because Aurora, I looked up like the safest cities. Aurora is not good.
No, you know, Trump already told you that.
Yeah, right? He did, that's true.
Oh, yeah, listen. Yeah. We were in class, and it was with that one guy who was talking about the third space and all that. So, of course, you know, they get talking about, like, Trump and politics. And so, of course, you know what I have to do. Let me go get some water and check the time. I'm like, let me get up. Because, girl, they went on this whole mission talking about how Trump was going to take over Social Security from people, and he was going to cut all the Medicare from people, and all these people were going to have no health insurance, and they were going to have no Social Security, and I was sitting there going, oh, gosh. And then they were talking about these people going to these concentration camps, and they were talking about him being a fascist, and I was like, okay, let me get up, because, ooh, I was like, these people don't even want to.
That's what all my friends.
They don't even know.
That's what they argue about, and I'm like, dude, he's not going to take all that, so they're lying to you. Like, you can't see through this? Like, come on. Yeah. He's not going to take all that. They're lying on him. Come on.
And then the guy was like, yeah, you heard what he was doing the other day, so of course you know me. I'm like, and tell me what that is. And he was like, yeah, he changed the Constitution because now he's going to be in there for a third term. And I said, first of all, he can't change the Constitution. I said, this has to be a vote by Congress. And so we start talking about that or whatever. And so then I had to get him. I said, well, you know what? He was like, what? I said, they do have control of both House and Senate, so maybe we can do that. I told them. and they're like,
that's what I argue about with all these people. I'm like, you all are ridiculous, seriously. Like, you can't see through all this stuff. That's what my sister's friend, well, she's like a family friend. She was arguing with me just because I congratulated somebody, you know. I think it was John James or something. And I just congratulated him on there about winning and stuff. And then she went off on me. It was crazy.
So that's what we talked about that's what we talked about in our morning class. For people who are who only see things black and white, and there's no gray area. And what was that term we used? It was something about. Hold on, let me see what it was. We just said faulty assumptions versus realistic assumptions. So we had to give like ideas of it. And so then I said, once a cheater, always a cheater. She's like, oh, that's a good one. And then we did a poll, and everybody was like, agreed that once you're a cheater, always a cheater. And then she was like, so you guys are all black and white on this? Like, you're not going to, we're like, nope. And then we did all men cheat. And so then everybody agreed on that too. And then the one girl was like, all women cheat. And then everybody was like, okay. And the lady's like, wait a minute, are you telling me we're all a bunch of cheaters?
Basically, you're saying everybody's a cheater? No.
That's what she was trying to get us to the point of. You know, she was trying to get us to the point of that because, like, how people have an assumption and don't, you know, look at the gray areas. And there was a couple of other ones we did. It was like, she was saying, like, if someone's a Republican and they're a Democrat, is there a gray area for them? And I'm like, no, not these days. I'm like,
no, either you're one or the other. I mean, I voted Democrat back in the day, and then I went to the independent, and now I'm still kind of independent, but now I'm going more for Republican because I can't stand Democrats anymore.
Yeah. So we talked about that, and then she said, is there anything that is okay to be black and white on? And I said, yep. And she's like, what, give me an example? I said, a person can stand here all day long and talk to me about their beliefs and who they believe in. And I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you that I'm not, no matter what you tell me, no matter what you say, I'm never going to see a gray area to listen to you. I'll listen just because it might be an opportunity for me to tell you about God. But I'm never going to hit the gray area because I'm always going to know it's black and white. Either you believe in God and you believe Jesus died for your sins and you're going to go to heaven, or you don't believe in him and you're going to spend eternity in a place you don't want to be. I said, that's how it is. And so she was like, but you don't ever think that you can come to the table and accept other people's whatever? I said, no, I'm not allowed to. So I was having to explain that to her. I'm like, we cannot have other gods before us. And I was like, it's in our scripture, so why would I ever go in that gray area? And she was like, okay, I see your point that you would always stay in the black and white area. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I believe, too. So.
Yeah.
I mean, either you do or you don't, and I can't believe people don't. And then it seems like them people are more kind of hostile or, like, more, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you need Jesus in your life.
Will you tell me who made it to the finals on American Idol?
Oh.
My girl is Brianna. So the last time I watched it, it was the top 10 or top 8, maybe. Top 8, yeah.
I'm looking right now.
Which has been now, 3 weeks? I've missed like 6 episodes now.
And what was it?
American Idol. Who's the last few people standing, or is it over, or what?
That's what I'm looking at. John Foster, Jamal Roberts, and Brianna Nix.
Oh my God, Jamal and Brianna are my favorite.
Yeah.
He's from Louisiana and he's a teacher. And then John Foster. Is he a young white kid?
Oh, so it says Jamal Roberts wins.
Jamal won?
Yeah, it says you can watch
You
the
have
video
1 minute
if you
left.
want. And it says Jamal Roberts wins.
Oh, I picked Jamal. Yes, I love him. And then Brianna Nix is one of my favorites too. She sings all the Christian songs.
Aw. Oh yeah, because I've seen some of it. I haven't watched everyone, but randomly I'll watch them. Yeah, she's good. Are you calling back for hangs up or?
Yeah, I'll call back. So they had the finale last night.
Finale on May 18th. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Yeah, 17 hours ago. It was last night.
And
Top 3 season finale on May 18th.
Oh, I picked him. That was our dude. Mike Shafron's dude. And she's from Louisiana too. From Mississippi. He's from Mississippi. She's from Mississippi. Yeah, where she was from. We like him and we like Brianna. That's crazy. Both my
Thank
favorites.
you, Securus. Goodbye. Hello. This is a prepaid collect call from an incarcerated individual.
Hey, does it say who who got runner up?
That's what I'll look right now. Let's see. John Foster College. Oh, it's John Foster and then Jamal Roberts. The finals.
So those two in the finals, and then Brianna was third.
Yeah.
Is John Foster, was he the younger white dude that has a little bit of hair that goes around to the side?
Huh?
John Foster, was he like a younger white dude and his hair like kind of curls to the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured he was going to get a lot of votes because he has like a lot of girls on his side too.
Oh, yeah, well, that helps.
Yeah.
That helps with American Idol for sure. Yeah.
And Brianna, she sings Christian.
Yeah, I've seen her. I remember watching her now that, because I'll randomly watch it. I haven't watched everyone, but
and Brandon Lake was supposed to go sing with her.
Oh.
I heard that on the Christian radio, and it was on K-Love that I heard him talking about Brandon Lake would be there to sing with her.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's cool because that means she got to sing with Brandon Lake, and she got to sing with either she got to sing with Lauren Daigle or something like that. I can't remember one of them. She's sung with somebody, another famous Christian rapper or singer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I remember watching it like, wait, what's going on? Christian music? What?
I know. They had faith. Girl, we done came up and they had Faith Night on American Idol.
Yeah. That's freaking awesome.
Yep. We done came up.
Aw. Yep, that was on. I wish you had your TV.
I know. Oh
my gosh.
Send it separate. I'll pay you the shipping. Jesus.
I know. I should have been like, I'll just pay for her to send it to her right now.
Like, come on.
I was hoping you would call me last night because, oh my gosh. I don't want to say the name. I don't want to say people's business, but Reed from there. She had me text her mom and tell her mom that to unblock her from GTL. So I did that, and then her mom sent a long message, and then she sent a long message back. It was like going back and forth, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and they both apologized and said, I'm sorry for putting you in the middle. I'm like, oh, it's okay.
Well, that's good. Her mom unblocked her, huh?
No, she didn't. They were fighting, and she was explaining. And then after everything was said and done, her mom explained everything to me about her and all this stuff. And I was like, I do pray for you guys and this and that. I don't want to say everything on here, but yeah, you already probably know. She basically told me what you told me. So
yeah, yep.
And I'm like, oh, I pray for you guys and all this stuff. And she's
And see, she probably sees it.
Huh?
She probably sees it like I see it, she don't understand why she don't want to hurry up and get home with her little son. Her little boy's only like 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's and she's only worried about her girlfriend, and her girlfriend's abusive and all this stuff, and that. And then I told her, I said, I wish that there was something I could say that would help her. And she's like, there is nothing that you'll be able to say because once she has something in her mind, that's it. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. She would say that's it. And she will go on and on and on with officers to get her way. And she knew with me, I would just stand there and look at her and be like, if you think I'm sadly doing this, you are sadly mistaken. And that's how I always do it. And at first, that's why she always, when I first met her, she would be like, ah. And then once she realized that it's not always good to have someone who agrees with you, that they can still be your friend and not agree with you, kind of like what we talk about in that black and white area. I'm not going to sit there and agree with you if I think you're sitting there harming yourself or doing something crazy, or even if an officer told you to do something and you're not doing it, so you're going to go manipulate the situation to get what you want. Of course I'm going to tell her, because I do. I tell her, I say, Abby, you're not going to manipulate the situation. She's like, but I am though. And I'm like, okay, you may be manipulating me and they don't know that you're doing that, but I do. She would know that.
Yeah, and she keeps getting, getting in trouble and getting in trouble. Stay there. It's like you're not bettering yourself.
Yep. And she's going to see parole again, and parole is going to be like, why are you getting in trouble? I can't let you out to go back to be with your mom and your son, and you continue to get in trouble. But she knows what she's doing because she wants to be there, yes, with her son.
She does.
But she's so, like, oh my gosh, she's so wrapped up in this girl that, like, she don't know anything else. And I really wish that the facility would intervene and, like, force her to move to one of the other buildings and make her stay over there. That's what I really wish would happen.
I wish that would happen, too. I thought about that today. I'm like, I wish that they would just force it. Because it's, like, so unmentally healthy for her, and then she wanted a cross with her name on it, and her mom wouldn't buy her one, so she's mad about that.
Because when this one girl this happened to, is a girl named Haley. Girl, she was in this really bad relationship with this other girl, and then the one that my friend Michaela was talking about, she broke up with her because she went crazy. Haley used to be the bad girl. Anyway, so one day Haley went to work. They went in Haley's room. They packed up all Haley's stuff, and we all knew she was getting moved. But Haley didn't know because she was at work. So then they went and got Haley from work and was like, Haley, they were like, oh, you have an appointment across the street. Like, you need to go. There's some stuff going on with the doctor, and they need to, talk to you about that. So she's thinking like, oh gosh, like something could be wrong with my blood work. You know what I mean? So she goes across the street, whatever, goes to the doctor over there, but she thinks she's going to see a specialist. And I know they had to lie to her, and it sounds messed up. But it was the only way to get her to walk freely. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
She gets over there, and then they put her in a room over there and said, you're now being housed over here. You're not going back across the street. And then they roll all of her stuff, like 2 or 3 hours later. And, like, if they had not have done that way, she would have never left that girl. But she was in such abusive relationship. So they need to do Abby the same way. The problem is, the reason they don't do Abby that way is, Abby is really a cutter. So then she'll get over there and she'll cut herself all open, and then she'll end up in the hospital. Yeah.
That's so sad. I know. I wanted to
see
say
her arms right now.
Are they really bad?
Like, when I tell you they're so bad, there's not a piece of, like, clear skin from her wrist up to her elbow that's not cut all, like, just cut and ripped apart.
Oh, gosh, she needs, like, mental help, like, literally.
Yep. The program I'm in would be really good for her, but unfortunately, they don't have nothing like that there. They don't have residential treatment. Yep.
Yeah, they're not even doing anything to help her, really. They're not, like, enforcing it. Like, I mean, obviously something will tell you if she keeps getting in trouble and hurting herself and all that, why are you not doing anything? You know what I mean? Like, why are you allowing this? Obviously this girl needs help, and you're not doing it. And I know I was telling her mom, I wish I can help and say something the right way. And she's like, there's nothing you're going to say, though, that's going to help her. I'm like, oh.
And she's right. And I know. And I used to think the same way you thought. And then I had to be like, there's nothing. The only thing I could do was keep praying for her. And I've got her a long way because she had joined Wicca to be with this girl.
Oh, my goodness.
And when she did, I said, Abby, I'm telling you right now, your relationship is going to go downhill. I said, now you're entering into a realm that you're basically turning your back on God and what you believe in. And she was like, I'll be fine. And sure enough, it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then one day I prayed with her, and I said, God is going to, remove this from your life. So that was probably around September, right? Then her girlfriend got that assault in October. So then she went to the seg for a year. So I was housed with her girlfriend the whole time in that same pod. Remember when they had me housing her with everybody?
Also, you were.
She was in there. Yeah, she was in there the whole time. And so, like, I would go out, and I was on the same tier as Abby. So I'd go out with Abby, we'd go to yard, chow and everything together. And then I would come back into the pod. And yeah, I would tell her past messages like, hey, she said she loves you and that type of thing. And I told her that. I didn't have a problem doing that. I said, one thing I won't ever do is say anything back. I'm not going to go in there and say, you know, she said eat shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go say none of that. If it's positive, I have no problem doing that. And then I told her to look at that as a separation, you know, like you guys are separated, this is time to get together. But the problem is her pod was in the back part of where we were at. So every time she left her pod, she had to walk by ours, and there was no the big glass windows, so you could see them there. So she could see her the whole time. So she kept that obsession about her. She stayed obsessed on her the whole time. What is she doing in there? Is she at her door? And I said, Abby, I'm not going to tell you play by play of what she's doing. Because
right.
What does that make me look like? Always going by her door because I'm the only one who can leave the pod, going by her door, you know, looking in. What you doing? Abby needs to know. No, I'm not doing that.
All right. Yeah, that's a little too much.
And so I would tell her, I'd like, that's not appropriate. I'm not doing that. She knows she could never influence me, stuff like that. So I'd be like, nope, I'm not doing that. And then
right.
I tried to help her, and like some days would be good, some days. But when I tell you that she is asphyxiated on this girl, it's almost like an obsession, you know, like a dangerous obsession, you know. That's what it is. Healthy. It's very
unhealthy. And she lets her beat her and all that, you know, and all this, you know, that's toxic. Oh my gosh.
Yep. And like, Sam had to be shipped. Well, she almost got shipped out. But Sam beat this girl up so bad. Not Abby, but another girl, her other girlfriend, Brandy. Before then, well, she kind of still goes back and forth to Brandy sometimes. But anyway, she beat Brandy up so bad. She had her at the fence, like literally threatening to like slice her on those big wires in the fence, and was just pounding her head on the concrete. And everybody sits still. None of us weren't going to get up, you know, and be like, oh my God, you know, because you just know it's prison. You just sit there, you know. And so like, she just beat her head in. Yeah, she just beat her head in, you know, whatever. And then they finally run out there and get her or whatever. And she got extra time for that.
Wow.
But in all reality, Sam is very mentally ill, like disturbed. Sam was molested by her dad and got pregnant by him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why she is messed up in the head.
Yes.
You know,
so she has this like morbid type thing to her. You know, she don't have a lot of feelings or emotions, like none of that. She's just that broken and damaged from a child, you know. And I understood her because I could relate to her on a lot of the stuff she had been through, you know. But practicing that witchcraft didn't help. And she'd be in there with spells and witchcraft and reading tarot cards and stuff like that. And I can't help you get better if you don't throw that stuff out the door. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna change. So,
yeah, that's not gonna help the situation at all. If you're doing that, it's making it worse.
Yep.
You know, 'cause you're not gonna see any light to anything, and that's she's living in the darkness pretty much and abusing people. You know, and the ones she's supposed to love too.
Yep. That's what she does. She hurts all the people that she loves, which is why she doesn't have anything right now, is because her and her family, you know, is like torn apart about it. And I can side with her on that one thing because I know what that's like. Her mom taking the dad's side is despicable. You know what I mean? And
yeah, for sure.
I told her, do I understand that? 100%. Trust me. If anybody understands that, I do. But
your mom didn't take your side?
No, my mom was always about a man.
Oh.
My mom almost didn't even go to my own graduation because she was taking her husband. Because she was taking her husband at that time side because we went over their house and Chance, Harvey's dad, and her husband got into an argument. They were both drinking, whatever. Her husband thinks he was big and bad and to beat everybody up, and he just didn't know when he ran into Chance, he ain't no punk. That was the wrong one for them to think he was just going to stand there and let him talk shit to him. And so, you know, I was like, okay, y'all. Hold on. I was like, okay. I was like, you know, you guys calm down. You're just men. You know, you want to fight it out. Fine. I don't care. But then her husband wanted to be a big badass because he was such a badass that he retreated in the house to get a gun the night before my graduation.
He did all. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. I got to take my meds for them.
Yeah. It might hang. Oh. Yeah.
Thank you. Y'all good night. But yeah, so you're a big Billy badass, and you were all about that. When you saw Chance ain't gonna back down from you, you retreat in to get a weapon. Nah, that's a punk move, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, so that's just an example of that happened, you know. So like that happens throughout my life with my mom taking me inside and always being like, you know, like when I called 911 all day when she got pissed out of her by my stepdad, and I was called 911 for help because my mom is bloody on the ground, and I'm like in third grade and don't know any better, and then I get in trouble, get grounded, get whippings for calling out the base police, like stuff like that, like you know that happened my entire life. Yeah, so but again, I forgiven my mom. I moved on. I did it because of God, not because of me. But like, I related to this girl when she said stuff like that. But I tried to also talk to Sam about if you don't find peace in your heart and forgive them, I promise you're always going to be angry. I said, trust somebody who knows. I lived with the guilt up in me long enough. I said to the point where it was making me lose my ever-loving mind. You know. So yeah,
that's what she hasn't done. You know, and then all these, you know, people that do love her, she's doing horrible things to, and you know, people are standing by her no matter what.
Yep.
Oh.
And if Abby just left her alone, and like just wash hands, that prison, they would help her. A, because she's a Kansas person and she don't, you know, go against the system with, you know, legal stuff or whatever. And B, because she's the victim of all that, they would step in, the victims advocate group would step in, and they would move Abby for help, because I watched them do a bunch of people like that. Because Abby doesn't have a lot of time. She's just a lifetime parolee. So her getting out depends upon her behavior. Like, if she doesn't ever stop misbehaving, she never gets out. Parole will keep passing her up because she's a lifetime parolee. So
and she keeps getting in trouble. She has a long list.
Yeah, she could basically have a lot of minutes for nothing. She don't even have life. You know what I mean? But she could basically have it just based upon the lifetime parole.
Yeah. It just feels like, you know, I wish that there was a way that can help her, like, realize it, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, if you haven't, something's just got to snap in her brain.
You have 1 minute left.
Just say,
this is it. You just have to keep praying, and you just have to keep praying for her. That's what I do. As a matter of fact, I got to make sure I write on my little list for tonight, and just keep praying for her. And that's the only way, you know, she's going to seek that, is that bondage gets broken from her, and just pray that the bondage of the devil and what Sam's got on her is broken, and that she can move forward. Because without Sam, she thinks she's nothing. She thinks she can't survive. She thinks she can't breathe, she can't eat, she can't live. Like, when I tell you, she is completely obsessed and feels like it's borderline personality disorder times 1,000. That's what it is. She cannot function without this relationship. You understand? And so...
The caller has hung up. All from an incarcerated individual at Denver Women's Correctional Facility.
Hey, I had to call you to ask.
I was wondering if you're going to call me back. What?
Yeah, I downloaded Domino's, so I got to play in Domino's.
Oh, I was like, oh, I guess she's not calling me back.
And then I got sidetracked, and I was like laying here thinking, and I'm like, oh God. Okay, so you remember that time I had to look up that song, and then you gave me the name, and it ended up being not that name.
Yeah. How could I forget? You called me out.
I really want that song on here, and like I'm trying to look it up. Hold on. But
I don't remember what it's called. I remember you calling me out though.
You have to look at the lyrics. It goes, "You love me when I'm lost. You love me till I'm found. Your love surrounds me." Okay, you love me till I'm lost.
You love me till I'm lost.
LOST.
Yep.
You love me till I'm found. Your loving surrounds me. I can't get away.
Your loving surrounds me.
And I think you had told me it was called like Till I'm Found or something like that, but you gave me like some guy.
Well, that's what happened. See, it's not my fault.
I know.
No, it might be. I'm just kidding. It might be, but I really.
Tablet, you can do a preview. Remember, I couldn't do a preview there. You can preview it here to make sure it's the right time. I already went through listening to all the Eminem's new shit. Like it only gives you like a little clip for like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, well, that's cool. It actually gives you like a clip. That's sweet.
I know.
You said loving surrounds.
Detroit. Listen, I gotta get my TV. I'm going wide over here. I've been sleeping. I've been wide open. I've been going. I'm like,
I've been so proud of you. You're keeping it, down. You're holding yourself down from all this crap.
Yeah, can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold
me down. Oh no, got to keep on moving.
You love everywhere. If you ain't about the money, hope you just don't care. Okay. Kind of thing we do in club.
I love your goofy self.
As he's in the middle of trial, we're in here like pussy.
Remember you used to send me funny songs, and then you sent me a song about me. That's all that. I was like, man, she's made my day.
I get like this when I don't sleep, girl. I'll be wild. I had to sit down earlier. Everybody's like, you cannot sit down, Katie. I'm like, nope. They don't listen. They don't understand. I need real coffee. Coffee does the opposite to me. It makes me focus. Yeah. It's not I'm a wild person. I've been 2 weeks without coffee, and I'm a wild person.
Today I went in to go get a coffee, and there was a couple of people at the table, and this girl, she's like, yeah, I brew the coffee. So I go over there. I'm like, why is it overflowing everywhere? And then she's looking like, and the guy's like, did you just hit that again to the other girl without even checking to see if you emptied it? And she's like, oh.
Dang.
I'm like, you're overflowing it everywhere.
Dang.
That's funny. Yeah, so she just hit the button without even checking to make sure the pot was empty before she did it. I was confused on what I'm missing. I did finish, as I was waiting to see if you were going to call, I did finish this unit package. I have one airhead.
Hold on.
2 cheaters.
Let me go to the message.
I just wanted to see what I'm missing. I'm missing something.
Oh. Allow some time, okay.
No, I got that song in my head.
I know, right?
Okay. I have one Airhead Bite Rainbow, and I have one Cheeto.
Oh, no.
Take that off.
That's over. No, it was 2 Airhead Bites, 2 Cheetos.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I got 2 Cheetos, and I got 2 of the seasoned pork thing, and then I got I got 3 of the zingers. I got 3 of the bagels, 1 milk dud, 3 coconut cream powder, and then 2 of the sweet and hot chicken, and then 1 sour punch bite.
Yeah, but I think you had to take off 1 bagel, right? Or no? Would it all work or no?
I thought you... I don't know. Let me see if I add in an Airhead, and then I'm not touching it until I'm off the phone with you, because then I get all...
because it's like having me do some weird things. Okay, so 2 airheads. Update. Oh no, that exceeds it.
Yeah,
Not letting me add to.
All right, so take off a bagel.
Okay.
That's 1, and see how much you got to take off after that.
Because, okay, there it is. 2 bagels. Okay, and then 2, okay. I was like, what am I missing and what am I doing wrong here? Because it's not adding right. I was like, I hope she calls me because, yeah, I'll make sure I get it right for you. Okay. 58.50, yeah. So there we go.
Yeah, that was it. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm going to continue checkout and never go back to the screen again to remove all.
Yeah, don't do that.
I had it on for Topeka, so I had to like upgrade all this stuff, and now it's like telling me I already have an email somewhere else, and it's like I don't know, it's weird. So I'll figure it out when I get home with you. I had it ready. I'm like, oh man.
Did you figure out the song?
Did I figure out what?
Did you get the name of the song to come up?
Oh shoot, I didn't get there yet.
Oh.
I was like, wait, what am I doing?
I was like holding on to my typey thing, like, okay.
My bad. Sorry. I hope I'm gonna go into YouTube and see. I should go into Google, but that's where I have your union thing at.
Yeah, don't do that. Go like do another filter or something.
Well,
whatever you call them. Search engine, whatever they're called these days.
I don't know, because if I try to do that, I don't know what it'll, yeah. Nowadays, I don't know, things are weird. So,
I'm thinking of my TV before it's time for the Little League World Series. That's about to start in June.
yeah, it needs to get there right now.
I don't like missing the Little League World Series. I love the Little League World Series. That's one of my favorite things to watch.
Yeah, I have to listen to these songs. What's bringing up right now is Brandon. What's bringing up when I put all that in, it's saying, can't get away. I don't know if that's right, though.
That's it.
Okay.
Can't get away. Okay, but who says it?
Melissa Helsler.
Who?
Hey, man.
Hold on, what else?
I'm trying not to. No. Downpour and okay. I can't get away in Downpour. Melissa Helsler featuring Naomi Rain.
Yeah, it was Naomi Rain. Hold on. Melissa Melyssa and then who? What's her last name?
Helser.
Hel. S as in Frank or S?
S as in Stauch.
Okay, S-E-R. Helser?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. All right, artist, Melissa Helser. Wait, hold on. No, Helser.
Yeah, S.
Okay, that didn't come up. Let me try Naomi Rain. Naomi, Naomi Raine. Okay. Naomi Rain. So, okay, let me put the name of the song in. And, oh, hold on, I gotta get rid of that. Naomi, can you hear me clicking?
Yeah, no, I can't hear the clicking.
Okay, Naomi Rain, Christian Gospel. Let's see what comes up. Can't get away, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's Paul and Silas.
Hopefully it's right.
Oh, I'll be able to listen this time. Can't trick me this time.
Oh yeah, didn't you have to do a whole did you have to pay for it and do all this crap to get it too?
Yeah, I had to go plug in my player, got it, I was ready. Then that man went to sing and I said, what in the hell is this song she done gave me?
I'm giving you something something new.
Yeah, I didn't know what in the hell. I was like,
I don't know what. I just went with what they told me.
All my Eminem music is on my player. So I've already talked to him. I said, listen, dude, I told him, I said, you're going to need to send me some funds because I have to re-download your music eventually, but you're going to pay for it this time. So if you see him driving around town, you better beep beep and pull him over.
He's not that far from me. He's somewhere near me. Somewhere out there.
Be like, beep beep. Can't get away, that's what it's called, right?
I think that Jelly Roll was here. With and then they had, I think that was here. I wish I knew that. Jelly Roll came here, and then he brought out Eminem. And he sang too. I just watched that.
Hey, who did he go there with? Just himself? He went there by himself?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I just watched them. I watched
Okay, now I find all this Naomi Rain music, but I don't see nothing of Naomi Rain with another Melissa lady. Can't look at what can't. Oh, I mean, I know, but I was hoping maybe it was like, could be under Naomi's tracks or something somewhere, but.
The other girl's not there?
Oh, let me do it one more time, but. Okay, Nelissa. H as in Henry, E as in Betty, S as in Sam, L as in Heidi.
No, it's LS.
Oh, HELSER.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now she came up. Oh, no.
Okay.
HELSER. She didn't come up. There's no music on here. What the heck, Melissa?
No, come on now.
Let me try Can't Get Away, because that's the title. Can't Get Away. Can't Get Away. Who are these people? Can't Get Away from Your Love. I don't know who the hell it is. Phil Williams. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think that's it. Oh, like something, talking about classics. No, I need Christian. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's kind of lady over there. Get over it. No, I don't know what that is. Lord, that's so crazy. I'm trying to look for. Oh, here's a Detroit. It says "Can't Get Away" song. It's called Detroit Type. I don't know. Detroit. I don't know. It says rap and hip hop. It says the artist is Audio Dope Productions. Straight from Detroit.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
I have no idea.
Can't Get Away. The white door. Ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. What about this one? Can't Get Away here.
I wonder why it's
not. Okay, yeah, that ain't gonna. It ain't under Christian. It ain't done Christian because let me try. I can't get away. Let me try I in front of it.
Got 2.8 million views.
On what? Jelly Roll?
No, on that song.
I know. I can't get away and I can't find it. I got Holy Ghost Party. Maybe it's this one. It's the Holy Ghost Party. Like, I don't know.
A Holy Ghost Party.
This is it, but this is a live version.
Oh.
Hello? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
You really can? You can hear it?
I can hear it.
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
I can't right there. I can't get away. This is some kind of house party music. That ain't what I want. I want the version, you know?
Oh, yeah. I wonder. I'm in my car. I could probably. No, I don't know if I can play it while I'm on the phone with you.
You can hit play.
Let me see if it will play it.
I don't know if I can hear it, but.
If it goes on, I don't know. If it went on my car, I could, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me see.
Trying to find this Holy Ghost story thing again, but I know this ain't it. This
already
artist
my car.
Started. It's okay. Maybe you can play it another day.
Yeah, I could probably play it another day.
Yeah, because I can't. I keep finding the track. I found it on some kind of live label, but that was it. But I just then it has Merle Haggard. I can't get away, and I know that ain't it. So hey, listen, I can't get away because I'm still running. Can't get away. Yeah, that's Merle Haggard right there. we don't want that one. Hold on. I got something for us. Hold on. EMI right here. Our man right here. Yeah, even with all the albums, like, I like them all, but still, I love, my favorite of all time is always going to be Curtain Call. Like, I know it's the older ones, but, like this one right here. Picture on my wall, that you're not so bad, you're not so bad. This Lynn, I wrote you, but you still ain't called me. Hold on, I got one more right here. I'm the real Slim Shady. Looking around, walking traffic is new, I can't remember the words. I got to hear it again to remember all of them. That's like walking around, you know what, or something like that. I can't remember. He's got this new album. It's called Music to be Murdered By. I don't know if it's new, but it's new on here.
I don't think I've heard his new stuff.
And I was listening to it. I kind of like it because it's more like there's a lot of reggae type music in there.
Like, I like, not afraid, just take a stand. Or lose yourself.
I'll show you one I like here. Let me find. I like Spacebound. I'm a Spacebound. And we'll spin them.
All right. I'm Slim Shady. I'm real Slim Shady.
Yep. I know that. Oh, here's the one song. Hey, this song is called Bad Husband. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, I remember I used to listen to this song all the time in the car. Hey, and, you know, it would be like, why do you always have this song on? What are you trying to tell me?
Down the 8 Mile Road.
Offended. I like this one. I like this. I don't listen to much rap, but I like that song, Not Like Us, by Kendrick Lamar. I do like that song.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I heard you like I'm young. You better not go to Cell Block Bull. Because he be calling him like a chomo, you know?
Yeah.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, we got a minute. Well, I'm about to sit here and figure out where I can find this song at. I can't get away. I'm determined I'm going to find it because I already bought 2 songs in Domino's, so I'm down to, let's see, I'm down to $21.96.
Are you calling me back or are you not?
I'll call you tomorrow because I'm about to go outside to the yard.
Okay.
I put my tray in and go to the yard, and then I drink some hot cocoa. Well, I didn't really drink hot, it's cold. Drink cold cocoa, and then I'm going to go to the yard, and then I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to buy one of these new release movies. I don't know which one to get, and I guess that's what I'm doing for tonight. Hello?
Yo, hello?
Secure us. Goodbye. Hello, this is a